Hi, my name is Nicole Hartman, and I'll be showing you how to create a block quote. Block quotes are used to distinguish quotes against other texts on the web page. These are some examples of what block quotes may look like. The first step to making a block quote is adding the block quote tag. The next step is to go online and find a quote. And just choose whichever one you want. And you copy and paste it. Now, if you want the person who wrote the quote to be on a separate line, add a break tag and then add a span tag, and then just put the author's name in. Next, you want to style your block quote by changing the font size of the block quote and the span tag. First, you want to style your block quote and choose the font size you prefer. I'm just going to make it 24 pixels. Then you can see that it changes to 24, but I want the author's name to be smaller, so you have to style the span tag. And just make it whatever size you want. And then you can see that made the author's text smaller. Next, I want to add a background image, but I need to know what the width and height I should make the block quote. So I'm going to go into Photoshop and go and find the image that I want to use. Okay, as you can see, the width and the height, the width is 540 and the height is 431. So you want to go in here to the block quote, make the width 540 pixels and the height 431. Then you can add that background image. Go in, find the image you prefer, and set it as the background image. Now, I realize that the entire quote does not fit in the image, so I want to make the height smaller. So I'm just gonna estimate and keep changing the height until I pick what I like best. Now if I decide that I like this height and I just want to add padding to the top and the left side to make it centered, you can also do that. Then add padding to the left. Might be easier to text, align, center. There. Then, if you want to add a border, you can also do that by border, bottom. I just want to add a border to the bottom and I want to make it black, solid, and we're going to go with 3 pixels. And then I decide I want to make it larger. You can also make the border dashed, but I think solid looks better. Then I want to add more padding to the top because it's not completely centered how I'd like it. Then once you get it how you like, you can do other things to it, like changing the font size or making it bold. You can also make the author's name be italicized. To make it stand out more. In a block quote, you will also want to make sure that text is large enough to see on a website, so I'm going to increase this by just a little bit. And then change my padding just a little bit. There. Now if you want your block quote to be in the center of the page, you set its margin to auto. Another thing you can do is change the letter spacing. I'd suggest a very small pixels because it'll look messy if not. You would want to use a block quote to separate the quote from the rest of the text on a website. And as you can see, this would definitely stand out compared to other text on any website. And that's how you make a block quote.